All right. I think we're live again. So let's see. Let's go check. Should be live on Twitch shortly. Yeah. Yep. Okay. There's that. So then let's go to YouTube. Oh, supposedly we're all live on YouTube now. Supposedly. Let's see. Let's check this chat. I don't see it updated yet. Is it public? It says it's public. Let's check my stream here. So far, so good, I think. Let's load the game. Says I'm live. Let's just check to see if that's true. Yeah, it looks like it's true. Yeah, it looks like it's true. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is good. Yeah. Hi, YouTube. Yeah, it looks like it's true. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is good. He's back. Hi, YouTube. Yeah, it looks like it's true. I am back. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is good. He's back. Hi, YouTube. Yeah, it looks like it's true. I am back. One viewer on YouTube, but it's me, so it doesn't count. Live. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good now. I changed a few settings, and okay. That's happening also on my screen, so don't worry about that. Let's see. Let me check YouTube. Check Twitch. Yeah, and the on-call thing was not really a thing. So, or at least it wasn't related to me. They were basically asking me if I was actively working on it, and I was not, because it should have been assigned to somebody else. But, you know. But I consolidated the encoder. I'm getting a few skipped frames. Let's see. And I figured out what was going on with my task manager. For whatever reason, it was set to pause the update speed, so it was never refreshing. But this is so far looking a lot better. A lot better. And there was a minor change also on my Twitch output. So, let's see if we can get some Spotify going for folks on Twitch. Oops. Right now, to avoid copyright, I'm just playing Satisfactory music. All right. I think... Oh, and I did turn the graphics down a little bit on the game. I don't know how obvious that is, but the camera looks a little bright for some reason now too. All right, we'll stream for this for about an hour, see if we run into that problem again, and then yeah, we'll go from there. All right, this looks pretty good, I think. Let's see, merge chat. Merge chat's the one I want, I think. And actually, let's put that there. I'm trying to set up some stuff anyway as well. Let's see, where did Twitch chat go? Oh, right there. Okay, then that might tell me. Okay, that gives me a nice little overview of how many viewers are currently watching. All right. So far, so good, I think. I asked ChatGPT on what I should do, and it made some good suggestions. So I think I'm going to check my stream manager on my phone here too. Overall, though, not too bad of a debut on YouTube. I was expecting some issues to arise. Not to use the word from what's that called? Solo leveling. I almost called it power leveling. It should be called power leveling, given what the freaking thing is about. Anyway, where is Twitch? I am live. Let's move around a little. Yeah, this looks good. This looks real good. All right, cool. Cool. So we are back for, I don't know, about an hour. I want to see if the skip frame starts again. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Select live sources. Is this going to work now? Yes. Activate selected. And then I want to see. It's a little annoying. I have to do that every time. Okay. Sign in. Let's see. So I'm going to go full screen for just a minute. Trying to get something working here. Okay, why is that not working? That's really annoying. Okay, did that work? Already added. Activate selected. All right, now. What was this? Now, here's a good question. Can I type anything in? I'll type it in test. Aha, it works. All right. Cool. So that is up and running. Let's get back into the top left. Yep. An incoming ad break. All right, good. We've got all the notifications. We've got the chat window. Man, there's a lot to keep track of. Lots to keep track of. Handbrake ends. All right, I think we're ready to get going again here. Where were we? We were trying to set up. Yeah, this looks okay. This looks okay for now. So I made a couple of changes. The preview looks a lot better. We're good to go. Let's see. Is that going to be load balanced if I do it that way? It should be. Shouldn't matter. Yeah. So then we need another one of these to go here. Rotate it like so. Make sure it's aligned. Yes. Huh? I was gonna say, what the frick? Alright, so that's that. We'll need another one of these. In this configuration. I don't remember that being a thing. Why is that doing that? Maybe it's just a muscle memory from Shapes 2. Anyway, I think that's what it is. So far, so good. I don't have any skip frames due to encoding lag, which was the issue before. Game is running pretty smoothly now, too. All right. That looks all right. Let's see, how did I do it down here? Let's take a look at that. It is set up kind of interestingly. Let's see. Oh, I see what I did. Yeah, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's go back up. Is that aligned? Not quite. Do I care? Do it a little bit differently, maybe? Whoa. Okay. Yeah, this looks all right so far. I don't think this is correct, though. I don't think... Let me make sure this is not, like, manifolded. I don't think this is actually load balanced correctly. Maybe it is. Let's see. This would be the input. I do believe we have enough space to work with here, though, so I'm happy about that. I don't think it'll get any wider than this. Now, does Thor remember what his factory does? I do. Let's see. I may have white hairs, but I'm not getting forgetful yet. Okay, that kind of looks like shit, to be perfectly honest, so we'll have to probably fix that. Go the spot tour? Go on the spot tour? I mean the spot tour. I mean, I could go around the world, as Daft Punk might say, over and over and over. So that probably needs to be moved out a little bit. I don't really like how that's set up. Plus, it's actually too close anyway. Hey, ow! What are you bonking me for, huh? Unbelievable. So, come down and over one. That's better. Ignoring your... Oh, no. I did read your message. Go on the spot tour. What spot tour, though? Clear this out. Okay, that looks much better now. On the spot. Oh, on the spot tour. Okay. On the spot tour. All right. Well, let's see. I think I got that hooked up the way I want it. But I'm going to have to think about if this is actually load balanced. Hold on. Let me figure out if this is load balanced correctly. Those two will go in there, and that'll get split over there. No, it's not. Because this is going to get split and then split again. So we need a three-way splitter. Okay, we can fix that. That's easy. We just take this, 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 and this. This is now becomes our input. That goes there. That goes there. And this goes here. Okay, now that's correct. And actually, yeah. That's actually just enough space. I'm pretty happy about that. It's pretty close together. There's like half a tile here. All right, on the spot tour, since this is a test stream anyway. Let's see. I don't know. Have I shown you any of this stuff? I guess it doesn't matter. We're just going to go on a spot tour. Let's see. Let's start over here. We'll do a quick tour of each little sub-module here. This is our concrete little factory here. Not too much to go over. It's a 2x4. And each one's outputting 3.75 per minute. So, like, what, 15 per minute, I think? Yeah. 15 concrete per minute. And then over here, we've got ourselves a copper sheet factory that goes all the way down to the mall. Which copper sheets I think are going to be needed for phase 2 with pumps. And then the remainder goes over to the copper rotor factory, sub-module, I should say. And that's going to be needed in phase 2 as well. We've also got our screw factory going on here, cast screws. We've got 2 belts outputting, because I think it's over 120 per minute. I think it's like 130 or something like that. So we had to, let's see, what is this? Yep, Mark II. Because we got a lot, we got lots of screws. We're screwed. This game loves its screws, which makes sense. You usually need a lot of screws whenever you're constructing anything. So, screws are under control. Next up, we've got our, I believe this is reinforced iron plate. Yep, reinforced iron plate. One of our reinforced iron plates. And then we've got iron rods. Just another 2x4. And moving on down. This is our iron plate facility. I don't remember how much it's outputting, but it's outputting quite a bit. So much so I need 2 layers of it. As you'll see, a lot of these walls are floating, and there's a reason for that, and that's because it costs resources to put those down, and the more resources I consume, the more fuel I have to go collect. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to currently just leave it bare minimum as much as I can. And then once I get hooked up to coal, I will finish the walls and make it look nice. Sorry, stream froze. Can you start over? Really? Really? I don't know. Are you? I think you're just yeah, you're just giving me shit. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't see any skip frames or rendering lag or nothing like this. Oh, I'm on to you, man. I'm on to you. All right. Don't you have hard drives yet? I do have some. I do have some hard drives. But anyway, the remainder of this is basically just wires. My hard drives are over here where my current power plant is. Oh. Oh. And here's the MAM. We have some hard drives. I don't have any hard drives available. We really don't have any research? I thought I had some stuff pending. Oh, yes, I do. Right here. No more rewards available. So I'm not gonna... Yeah, I don't have any other rewards right now, I don't think. Not until I unlock the next... Not until I unlock the next phase, which is going to be a little while. Iron wire is really not that great. I wouldn't get iron wire. Bolted frames, I don't think are good. I'm not sure. Fine concrete, maybe, but you're probably better off with wet concrete since water is more abundant than silica. Bolted iron plate and Caterium wire, which Caterium wire also might be good, but Caterium is also kind of a premium. So I do have some hard drives and I've already got them all pretty much researched. So it doesn't make any sense to go get any more hard drives right now. Let's see. I've got a neat little lift here. I think you've already seen that, but you said on the spot tour. Might be good. Depends on if you find a Caterium patch. Yeah. I think that's what I was doing at one point. I was mathing it out. If you do fused wire, it actually is more efficient. I think it uses less materials overall. And since Caterium is a more rare resource, I kind of would rather use a blend of the copper as well. So it uses a little bit less of both materials. Let's see. I've got this. You should get the iron wire alt recipe. I don't know. I did some math on it. It doesn't seem that great. It uses a lot of iron. But I got this neat little double spiral lift here. And I wouldn't do this again because this actually cost a lot of resources and it took forever to build. If I do something like this again, it'll be at phase 2 when I have blueprints. Oh yeah, the corkscrew. You're a corkscrew. Oh, sick burn, bro. Sick burn. But yeah, I thought this was kind of neat. I won't do it again though until I have blueprints because it literally takes forever. And again, it takes resources right now, and anything to make those base materials costs fuel, and I do not want to have to go out and collect more fuel than I have to. And there's a weird bug with the parachute where it you can go up hills with it. It's kind of weird, but we'll use it to our advantage. Anyway, that's I guess kind of the a quick brief tour of the factory. So we'll get back to work on, I think we've actually got a pretty good setup here. Whoops. I'm glad I got the parachute now. Remember all the times I got pelted off by the freaking hogs? Now I can just not die because of those little shites. God, they were fucking annoying. Alright, so since we've now got that set up, this will split it 3 ways evenly. And then that'll be divided by 2, that'll be divided by 2, and that will be divided by 2. So let's get the remainder of this set up. I guess the next question is, do I want to try to align these? Why not, I guess. Well, other than it's potentially going to look like that. But let's see if we can get it to work. So something like that. Then we move it over 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up 1, 2. Yep. Okay. So we get this hooked up. Oh, that does not look very nice, does it? I don't know if that works. Let's see. That doesn't look very nice either, does it? Well, we could technically move that out to align it. Do I care about that? It would look kind of nice if it were all aligned. So let's see if we can do that. That's not where that goes. All right, down and over 1, I do believe. That looks a little more promising. Let's see, can we actually go the other way? Still looks a little wonky, but... that still looks kind of fricked. Technically we could go out one more, but I don't know if I'm going to worry about it. Let's see. There might be a way to actually do this. Let's see. There might be a way to actually do this where I can conserve some space. Watch me do this. Does it work though? Well, other than it's not facing the right direction, but we can fix that. Ooh, if we clear it, look at this. I'm so good at this game. Look at that. Okay, so then that means we can get this closer in. But it's going to be kind of a pain in the ass to do that multiple times. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay. So that would be the input. Yep. Okay, that looks all right. Now, I want to see if this actually works before I get too worked up about this. Temporary measure to get it, just to see, just to do a quick test to make sure it works. Dun, 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 dun. And again, this is where blueprints would be amazing right now. Okay, anytime now. Yep. But so far, so good, I think, on the stream. The preview is running very smoothly. So yeah, I think we're good. I think combining, I'll also test the recording to make sure it doesn't have any of this overlay stuff, because I want to try to make YouTube videos from these recordings, but I don't want to have chat and everything. Ah, there he is. I can see him. I can see him on, let's see, can I go to, this is merge chat. Can I see him on this now? Oh yeah, I can. Oh, look at that. Great. This is working wonderfully. Although yeah. I guess maybe a complete reboot kind of solved a lot of problems. So let's put that down there. Okay, put that down here as well. And then we can put Twitch chat above. And all of that is in one kind of nice little package here. Ooh, I can ban you or time you out in either platform from this little interface. So look at this. This is my OBS. Let's see, there we go. You can see multiple copies of me. This is actually a little bit not quite right scale because I have a lower resolution as a secondary screen. I can't wait to get that installed at some point. So is this actually, oh yeah, I have to hook up the copper too, and I have to hook up power. But it's getting here, so that means it's working. All right. If I can dismantle it from here, I'm pretty sure it's ooh. No, it is splitting it there. Okay. Let's see. Let's just do another quick little test to make sure. I'll make sure this actually works. Yeah, we do have Caterium coming down through there, so that means it is working. Exciting stuff. Although I'll probably just do this test. Let's see how long. I'll try to go for another half hour because Because that's about when we were running into issues with the stream. Dun, 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 dun. So let's see. Is it going to split? Yay! Okay, it works. So this side is done. We'll do the other side. Actually, it won't be too much of a pain in the ass. Let's see. Because all we have to do is configure it the correct way. So let's get rid of this. Shouldn't be too bad. Ew, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So there's a very specific order you have to do this in, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't know if I like it. You have to set this up first. Install your lift. Then you can remove it. Put in a new splitter. Now it's not aligned. Ugh. I may not do this because it's just too much of a pain in the ass to set up. Let's see. And to get right. I don't want to spend that much time working on this. What if, though, maybe there is an easier way we can do this. I said that last time. Yeah. Let's see. I might be a notorious nitpicker. Okay, so if we place that there, that might be the way to do it. Or not. So what happens now? I come up 2, will that work? So I have to go out 3 by the looks of it. Okay, so come down 1, 2, 3, down. Sounds like you. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's how we'll do it. We can get rid of this. There, I figured out a method to get this to work. So put this here, put that there, put that there. Get it in the right orientation. Okay, incoming ad break. Good, that's working now. Down, back 3 spaces. Align it with that. Put this here. Hook it up. Move it. Again. Oh, shit. No! I need an undo button. Fuck. There's a very specific sequence you have to do in order to get this right. And if you don't do it right, like this, and fuck it up.
Sounds like a you problem.
I've heard that before. 1, 2, 3, over. I've also heard a skill issue. Let's see.
That's why you're single.
That's why. Because skill issue? I mean, that's possible, I suppose. Talking to women is scary. All right. That looks pretty clean.
Bitch.
Wow. Wow. You just like hearing Ada swear. Let's see. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty funny to hear her swear. It's like listening to, what is it? It's like listening like Mickey Mouse swear. Or your teacher swear. It's like, you're not supposed to say that, but it's funny. Let's see. And then I need a three-way. It's hooked up. Oh, but I want this to be aligned. Yeah, that's why I did that. I want this to be aligned with this one. And then up to... There we go. Yeah, that's what I did down here, isn't it? No skipped frames. The preview's looking buttery smooth. I don't know. Maybe I just needed a reboot after or something. I don't know. I did install a new graphics driver too. That was probably a potentially a major improvement. Is I had to update my graphics card driver. So yes, that's looking like how we want it. So then that will go right there. That will go there. And this will go here. That's looking mighty clean. All right. And then just for funsies, we'll just put in that. That's not going to be its final spot, but... Dun, dun, dun. Actually, its final spot is probably going to be... Where did I put it? I put it... Yep, just on the outside here. Right about there. On that grate. Yep. Okay. Actually, that was a pretty good estimate where that was supposed to go. Because that's going to go right there. And then I got to hook up all the power, which is going to be fun. But that's a future Thor problem. Let's get the layout and the logistics hooked up, and then power is a little bit easier. But I'm hoping by tomorrow, as long as we don't have any more technical issues with stream here, that that we should be able to get some smart plating going. Maybe. Let's at least get the intermediates or the base materials made, and then we'll see how long it takes me to make the intermediates. All right, let's go ahead and do it on the other side to ensure I have plenty of space. But now that we have the template, it should be a lot easier to do. So first things first, let's get the second layer set up. So I want this one to be this one, this one. So hook this up. We will put that there. Down to out 3. And then over until it aligns. Then hook that up. It is a very specific sequence of build steps. And delete that. And it goes there. That's in place. There. Perfect. We should have plenty of space. What is this one? This is the quick wire. And I gotta check what this one is. I can't remember what it is. It's quick wire. Copper sheets might be one of them, I think. All right, so now that we've got that process figured out, that one and that one. One, two, three. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. I don't know why I did that, but okay. All right. I like how clean that looks. It's pretty nice. I do say so myself. And then that becomes pretty easy to set up. Actually, can I get closer? Looks like I can get even closer to it. Ah. Are these aligned? Yeah. So then that will go there. And that will go there. Perfect. All right, I gotta get let's see. Satisfactory modeler started up here. What's the next one? Yeah, copper sheets and then cast screws. So this is basically a copy paste, exactly copy paste of what this is. So that makes that easy. Over here. Dun, 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 dun. Zoop it. Zoop it good. You must zoop it. Zoop it good. All right, let's see. I need 8 total. Wait, no, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I won't have to go all the way over there. That's actually promising. if there's any way to get that installed faster. It's already pretty quick. Down 1, up 3, over. There's one. Yeah, I can't wait to have blueprints because then I could just make a blueprint of these 2 pairs and be done with it. But that's coming. We're getting there. Oops. Well, that worked too. 1, 2, 3. And we'll keep going for another 20 minutes or so. But I think I've got the issues resolved. Stream looks like it's been running pretty buttery smooth this entire time, so. All right, there's that. Yeah, technically I wanted to get it closer like that. That does work. Compact design. Let's see if it works. So I'm going to get the rest of this installed. There to there. Cool. It's actually not taking up as much space as I was thinking it was gonna. I gave myself plenty of space. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we should be okay. Ugh. There's only 2 more submodules after this. And then phase 1 will almost be done. I'm pretty excited about that. Man, it'd be great to have phase 1 done. Now we do that all over again. Actually, I wonder if there's an easier, is there an easier way I could do this? So right there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, bitch. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So now that I know that, I don't have to rely on that anymore. So it's yellow 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Ah! I fell down. Let's see. I'm gonna need a new ladder. Let's see. Let's get some more of these constructed. Let's go this way with it. And not to just undo what I just did, but there we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually kind of a handy trick to know going forward. I think that's going to be, if I really wanted to, I could actually shorten them, but I'm not going to do that. I can make it so it only goes up like 2. That sounds like a real big pain in the ass. Not without blueprints. I might do that when I get blueprints, but not now. It's too much of a pain in the ass. All right, there's that side. This side is going to take actually less, I believe. I'd like to try to get maybe the base logistics set up tonight. And I think it'd be a good stream tonight. Since it's the first time being on YouTube. Pretty excited actually to have finally gotten that all figured out. I wonder what the percentage of streamers that actually do multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch is. I would imagine it's pretty low. There's a lot of technical overhead to figure out, and I would imagine a lot of people aren't gonna be too bothered with doing that. The next thing I'd like to do, though, is start getting it in vertical format so that people can potentially find my stream on the YouTube Shorts feed. I wonder, but I wanted to try to get one thing done at a time here, so not try to overload myself with too many projects here. I got plenty of those. This being one of them. All right. That is looking mighty clean. Let's see. What did I do on the other side over here? I think I aligned it. Did I not finish it? Oh no, I went way over here. Okay. I was doing it in layers. I guess. I don't know. So it's aligned with this one. H, go up, and then just align it with that one. Yeah, that's pretty easy. That's pretty easy to finish up. What are these assemblers making? I will show you with my Satisfactory modeler here. Oh, I am currently making a smart plating assembly line. Let's see, where did it go? Right here. So, and I've got 2 assembly lines. This is the first assembly line that I'm working on, so we can just go right inside this one here. And I am making the first set of basic components here on the smart plating assembly. So let's see. I've got the iron plate right now. Whoops. Right now what I'm trying to do is, before I get too invested on where I place these, although I think I've got the appropriate spacing. This is the iron plate right here. I've got to do the logistics on the other side, but I was more concerned about making sure. Let's actually go into decoupled camera mode here. I was actually just making sure that I had plenty of space between the machines, but I do. So that's nice. So that will be the iron plate. This one is fused wire. This one over here is copper sheets. And this one here will be screws, but I'm not quite, I haven't got that far yet. Compressed zip folder. I like that name. That's a good one. Did that show up on, I don't know if that showed up on my overlay there, but I'm assuming it probably did. I'll have to pay attention next time if I see another message. All right. And right now I'm kind of just finalizing the belt works here. Let's go up and over. And currently, yes, it is working. Yes, that was twofold. One, because it's very nice to keep it structured. It reduces the spaghetti, I should say, between the next stages. I know where to lay out everything. And 2, it's very nice to have as a reference on my YouTube videos. I've got, I think, was it 4 videos of the progress on this so far, and I figured now would be a good time to start streaming the progress live on YouTube. Let's see. This project has required being very meticulous about details because of the modifiers. Specifically the 2x cost and the electricity cost, but mostly the 2x cost. And that looks pretty good. Yes, I'm very happy with that. That is load balanced. Has to be load balanced, because otherwise it would take forever to spin up. Although I guess for the smart plating factory, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be load balanced, but I'm a load balance enjoyer, so at some point I got to move chat over here so I can look at the camera when I'm reading messages. Load balancing, my beloved. Nice. A fellow load balancer enjoyer. Every like other content creator that I've seen is always a manifold. They always like manifolds. Now, later on, when you do start getting a lot more materials and you can overload the machine, yeah, manifolds are probably the way to go. But in this early game, and because you're trying to be so efficient on your resources and you're not overloading your belts, it just takes too long to spin everything up. When I did my first playthrough, I did eventually do kind of a mix of manifold and load balancers, but For now, we are going to be using the good old load balancer. Let's see. I think now this is just the top. And we've been having a pretty good first stream on YouTube. I had to actually end the stream a little bit early. I was running into some technical issues, but I think I have resolved them. And we're looking pretty darn good. Dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And I'm pretty happy with how the chat's working. I can see chat in both Twitch and YouTube on one interface, and it shows up on the stream. So both chatters can communicate with each other regardless on what platform you're on. So I'm quite pleased with that. And that, well, okay, that's good for that level. I actually need to go up one more level on this one too, because I need a total of 24 machine assemblers here, here, and here. Not only that, I got to do it all over again, but we'll get there. We are maybe, what, a quarter of the way done, I think. So then this is going to be another 2x6. 1, 2, 3. And we'll go for, we'll get cast screws set up. We'll get cast screws set up, and then I'm probably going to call it a stream. I usually go to about 11:30. 11:30, Wednesdays through Saturdays. Sometimes we do morning streams on the weekend. Sometimes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then spin that around. 1, 2, 3. And I am out of iron, reinforced iron plate. But this is only a small portion of the factory. We've got all of this other stuff going on. We haven't even started making any smart plating yet. We got lots of factory built here. And we're only running on biofuel so far. Lots going on. But I needed to have them all set up because I knew I was going to need it for the big main project. Actually, I probably ought to get this back online. Yeah, why don't we get the, that'd be kind of a cool thing to do for this stream is get the oh, my brain. Is it this one? I think it's this power supply, this wire hook, enable, since I don't have switches yet, hooked up to this pole, and since I added these new here, this new ceiling here, these new foundations, I think. Ooh, no, that's not looking like that's getting things online. Nope. Well, that's a problem. Wait, why is all of this offline? Did I disconnect the power from everything? Oh, I think I disconnected the power from everything. And I think that's this one right here. Max consumption only 617 megawatts. That's odd. No. What did I do? The frick? Have you considered getting geothermal power going? I rushed that by scouring crash sites for materials in my 10x elevator part save. I have heard that as a recommendation. And what I'm going to do, because I'm going to use it in phase 2, is I'm going to get smart plating going, but it's still going to take like 20 hours for it to build. So while that's building for the phase 1, I'm going to go out and get the geothermal to support coal power, because it's still going to require coal power is I think you're losing like 20 to 30% of your power in just automation for coal power. So you're really not getting too much out of it. And geothermal is just free power. So I figure I might as well use that 20 hours to go and try to get as many geothermal plants online as possible to support phase 2. So yes, I am going to try to go out and get some more hard drives and go get materials and try to get geothermal included. Yep. So try to multitask as much as possible, because I do have I calculated it to be about 20 hours for this factory to get me to phase 1 once everything's online. I don't know what I did with my power. Why is everything offline? It's a good question. I don't know. What the hell did I do? All of these are offline. The frick? Alright, well, let's go up. Let's go up and figure out. I know I disconnected everything to save on fuel, because this is not going to actually consume anything. Let's see. Capacity 720. Ah, here it is. Alright. We can just hook it up to any one of these and it'll work. Okay. And yep, those are online. All right, there we go. All right, let's take a look at our power usage. And I believe this is only consuming about 500 megawatts of power. It is starting to get online here. Actually, no, the plant itself, I think, is only consuming about 400, but it'll start ramping up because of all the base materials. So all of this is working off of just 720 megawatts of power. Well, actually, a little less than. But I am going to start needing some more reinforced iron plate. And let's go up. Man, this factory is getting so big. It's insane. There it goes. All the stuff. This is just the mall factory. This is just building me my base building components. It's pretty insane. Be careful of the freaking spore flowers. Yeah, got a little complex, semi-complex load balancer, belt balancer there. Pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased with how it's turned out so far. Let's see. Yeah, we're running at about 400 megawatts. Spikes up a little bit. Oh, gotta get rid of that. Okay. We're up. Very cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It has been an interesting project. I'm very pleased with how it's turned out, how it's come out, if I can actually say words here at almost 11:30 at night. There and there. I think I'll finish up with getting this load balancer set up. These ones are usually a lot easier because it doesn't require 2 inputs. So let's put that there, there. I cannot wait for blueprints. My God, doing all this by hand. Oh, it's been crazy. Okay. And actually, no, this should be pretty straightforward. This actually won't take too long. Okay. That's not what we wanted. Oh, that one's not in the correct position. Hate it when I do that. Oh yeah, all of those are wrong. Damn it. That's all right. Yeah, and I'm getting, I think, what was it? Was it every 1 hour of collecting raw materials for power? I get about 2 hours of power, maybe 3, I think, something like that. So it's pretty efficient. I don't have to constantly refill the biomass burners, which was something I really wanted to try to avoid when I was designing all of this. Oh shit. Give me just a second. I see your message. We just play this back down. I've been blueprinting nearly everything in my factories lately. I can imagine how tedious this has all been to build. Yep. And I see sometimes I watch other streamers every once in a while and they don't use blueprints and I'm like, you don't know what you're missing. Oh, like all of this could have been done if I was able to pair these up and like maybe 20% of the time. It's so much better to have blueprints because you're basically doing a lot of repeat work. And that's what blueprints are trying to, you know, obviously reduce that repetitive work. I can't wait to get blueprints unlocked. I think that's phase 2 because that requires steel. Yeah, don't have to be constantly refilling the power. It's so nice. When I first started the challenge here, I was like, how the hell am I going to keep up with the power demand? Because let's see, one assembler, if you don't underclock it, I'll just do smart plating, is 75 friggin' megawatts of power. It's insane. So what is it, like two and a half biomass burners or something like that? It's like, holy moly. All right, so let's just do the other half. Blueprints are like methods in programming. Yep, it's much better to use blueprints than manually placing things if you need to build the same thing over and over again. Yep, I myself am familiar with that programming concept, and a lot of programming concepts have helped, I think, with this game. Let's see. This way. There we go. And then this way, this one. Instead of having to rewrite that line of code or lines of code, you know, over and over and over to do the same thing, you just say, hey, do this method call and it's going to do what I want. And I'm out of iron plate again. I'm glad I started up my method, factory. Man, that brings me way back to my college years when I first started learning programming. Man, that was so long ago. Holy shit, I'm getting old. Let's see. I can't wait to hear this song for realsies when you finish the game. Man, that's gonna be so nice. But right now, I've got. You probably can't hear it. I've got Spotify playing the Satisfactory soundtrack, and right now I'm apprehensive to stream that media on YouTube because I know YouTube is much more stringent about copyrighted material than Twitch is. Let's see. But yeah, blueprints, set amount of input parameters, set amount of output parameters. It's basically exactly. Did I pick up iron plate or did I? Yeah, I did. Basically like a program. Basically like programming. All right. we'll get this logistics set up, and then I think I'm gonna call it a stream. This has been a good test stream. We had issues earlier where after about an hour and a half, we're having a bunch of skipped frames due to encoding lag. I'm not sure what happened, but I changed a few settings and then updated my driver. And we have not had any issues since. I really like how you have a small belt in front of the container for identification purposes. It's very smart. Who did I think? I think I learned that from Carnage, actually, because I think he did that when he did his playthrough a couple of years back. I actually started getting into the game when he was doing his playthrough, and I think I saw it on a YouTube short. So I can't necessarily take all credit for it, but I will say that I am enjoying that little feature, that little hack or trick, so to speak. It does make it a lot easier. You can just look at a glance without having signs, because I don't have signs yet. You're not going to get signs for a while until you get quartz set up. And even then, it's just easier to just place down, you know, boom. There you go. Now you know exactly what's in the container. And we'll put that there. The stream has looked good for me, so we must have fixed it. Yeah, I think so, and I appreciate that. I'm pleased. This is actually the first time I've streamed on YouTube, so I'm actually debuting on YouTube as of today. So I expected a few technical details or technical issues, and I did actually have to reset stream and take a few minutes to ask the good old ChatGPT what I should do. Most of it I already had set up. I'm not really sure. And then I restarted my machine. Maybe my restarting the machine did the trick. I don't know. Maybe cleared out the cache on the graphics card or something. I don't know. But it's been working pretty well. I turned down the graphics on the game too. That might have helped a little bit. But I didn't really change anything too substantial. All right, I think that's gonna about wrap it up for today. Let's see, maybe, yeah, I think that's gonna be about it for today. We don't need to go over here too much. My dad would always tell me, when in doubt, reboot. The age-old IT solution. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in, or oh shit. Have you tried a reboot? Yeah, it tends to fix a bunch of weird computer issues. Yeah, some settings somewhere, some bit gets set, and then just resetting it just seems to clear it out. It's weird. It's one of the computer gremlins. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that's a pretty good spot right there. All right, and I think with that, I am going to call it a stream. I do stream on Twitch and now YouTube on Wednesdays through Saturdays. I will be back tomorrow for more Satisfactory. I'm going to see if we can't get the first assembly line on the smart plating set up, and maybe even send some stuff out to the space elevator, but we'll see. I know I need to get more materials. Maybe I'll fill up my materials and then just switch right over, and then I can switch back and forth. But compressed zip folder, I very much appreciate you joining me for, not for tonight, but tonight. And I will be back tomorrow. So have a good one, man. Peace.